So welcome to the full moon meditation for November of 2024. Sorry, there are other people joining. Tonight's full moon is actually a super moon, and I think it is the third or fourth super moon that we've had consecutively this year. And it is also the last super moon for the year. In the old Farmer's Almanac, it is known as the beaver moon, and this is obviously because the beavers in the northern hemisphere are damming up for the winter. In other parts of the world, it is also known as the moon when all is gathered in, and I think that is because obviously the winter is coming in the north, and a lot of the information that has been stored comes from the northern hemisphere. But over and above this, we have some very interesting things happening on a planetary level, numerologically and astrologically in the month of November. We've had the 1111 gateway, and we've had an enormous number of astrological transits happening also. Something I noticed last week, not being an astrologer and not well, it was actually a little bit before the 1111 date, was the extraordinary frequency that came into the earth plane and actually just emphasized all the unbelievable symptoms that they call these days the ascension symptoms, causing a lot of ungroundedness, causing us to get very lightheaded, headaches, accessing different rhythms in our sleep, strange dreams also affecting sleep. Sorry, there's a lot of people coming in late. And it was very powerful. And over and above that, I also saw in the second dimension, which is the subconscious and is the home of the Akashic records, a lot of karmic purification taking place. This I saw in healings that I performed on people where literally people that are not necessarily conscious and not necessarily working on themselves, literally just downloading and dropping karma unbelievably fast without actually even processing it, which was fascinating to me. I've never seen anything like that. And I also need to say that I believe it was as a direct result of the universal cycle, both the frequency coming in and the dropping of karma being a result of the universal cyclic changes and the subsequent energies. So I'm telling you all of this because I do feel as though we need to take it into consideration in regards to our meditation this evening. And so I would like to work a little bit with the idea of the karmic elements, but also to draw ourselves back into ourselves in order to deal with, or perhaps better cope with, the extraordinary and very powerful frequencies that we find around us. So without further ado, if you would like to please make yourselves comfortable, we're going to start our meditation. I will switch off camera, but you will be able to hear my voice. Please adopt your meditation position. If that is sitting or lying down, whatever's most comfortable for you is 100% fine. When you are comfortable, just gently close your eyes and allow your awareness to move into your body, focusing on the movement of breathing. Let's begin as usual with the inhalation and exhalation at the nostrils. And as you breathe in, noticing the coolness of the breath as it flows up and into your nose. And as you exhale, notice the warmth of the air as it moves out of your nostrils and touches your upper lip. Just begin by allowing your awareness to settle into that breathing. If your mind is overtly busy and keeps pulling you into thought, you can acknowledge the thought and just gently come back to that inhalation and exhalation. You can even go deeper into the experience by not only focusing on the breathing, but become the air that is being inhaled. Feel yourself moving into the nostril and out of the nostril. This should immediately deepen your practice. And let's go deeper into our bodies, dropping our consciousness into the chest. Becoming aware and allowing your consciousness to move with the expansion and contraction of your lungs. Again, feeling like you are inside the lung, expanding and contracting. And then allowing your consciousness to drop even deeper into your body. This time moving into your belly. Experiencing the movement of your belly as it supports the movement in your lungs. And feeling your relaxation deepening. And your body continuing to expand and contract your belly, supporting your breath. And with that, your consciousness rising and falling. And if it helps, imagine that you are floating on the swells of the ocean, supported by the water. Relaxed, weightless, gently rising and falling. Now for tonight's meditation, I'd like you to imagine that you are standing in a remote landscape. It may be a desert. It could be a rocky outcrop high above the world. Somewhere sparse, unpopulated, and without distraction, far from your normal environment. Can be day or night. you can sit or stand in that place, relaxed, calm, and centered. Now, in this remote environment, far from the world, far from your daily life, we're going to look at all the areas and the people of your life to see if we are giving our power away to any one of them, to see if we need to withdraw that energy back into ourselves, to bring ourselves into a deeper state of wholeness, into a deeper state of fulfillment, and of course, empowerment. So let's start with the areas of our lives that are a little far removed, a little further removed from us. Let's start with the areas of our work, the people we work with, the job itself, our mindset around that job, any feelings it evokes in us, any particular incident that comes to mind. Just allow your consciousness to receive any information that comes up as we bring up the topic. And as you focus into this area of your life, notice your body. Does it feel as though you may have given away energy, lost power, closed your heart, somehow diminished yourself or minimized yourself in relation to these things? And even if you're not sure, with your next breath, withdraw your energy from all of this and simply bring it back into your own body. Bring it into yourself. Feel the sense of relief, the sense of calm, the increased sense of centeredness that brings you. This does not mean that you will lose your passion for your work, or that you will not be friends with the people you work with. It will not diminish your functionality and productivity. On the contrary, bringing your power and your energy back into yourself enables you a new strength, a new vitality, a new perspective. Next, let's look at our family, including our partners and our children. Bring them to mind and notice if there are any conversations, discussions, boundary settings, challenges that have arisen, areas of worry, concern that you may have. feelings of not being seen, heard. Perhaps you are concerned that you are not seeing and you are not hearing. And again, just allow all this information to flow to you as feelings, as thoughts, as images or memories of conversations, experiences, things that may have come up. And whether you're certain or uncertain of it, with your next breath, let's draw back into ourselves any energy or power that we're giving to these people or to these dynamics that does not serve us. And as we pull this back into ourselves, let us again feel the increased sense of centeredness, of wholeness, a richer, more wholesome feeling in ourselves. And again, remember that this is not going to dilute those relationships or minimize them in any way. On the contrary, it is going to help you to see them from a higher perspective, to withdraw yourself from conflicted dynamics, and to view these relationships with open-heartedness and perhaps with more tolerance also. Next, let's move to our friends and our social circles. And again, think of the people that make this up for you. Have you been overgiving, overdoing, perhaps withholding yourself, not wanting to engage? Have there been difficult dynamics, conversations, things that perhaps haven't felt right to you? Just notice them and again allow all the information just to flow through to you. Receiving it without judgment, just noticing all the things that need perhaps to be energetically changed. And whether you're not sure or whether you are, with our next breath, let's just withdraw our energy, our power, our light back into ourselves, filling another area of us with a deeper sense of fullness, of wholeness, of richness. Remembering that this is not going to minimize these relationships or dynamics, but rather will bring greater richness into this area of our lives. Next, let's look at our relationship with our fears. That can include anything to do with money, abundance, security, any concerns that we may have around our health, or any structural area of our lives. Perhaps it's our future, something we let go of in the past. Just notice, allow, invite these areas of concern, these imbalanced spaces to present themselves to you now, allowing those thoughts or memories, ideas or beliefs just to flow into your consciousness without judgment. And then once again, whether you're sure about what you're seeing or understanding these memories, let us just withdraw whatever energy or power we're giving away there back into ourselves. Bringing ourselves more fully into wholeness and a deeper, calmer feeling into our centered state. Now again, bring your awareness back to yourself in that empty, expanded environment of desert or mountain, far from the world. And feel the wholeness within yourself, the sense of empowerment. Maybe you feel still, and maybe you feel as though you could do cartwheels. And as you embrace this feeling of wholeness and centeredness in yourself, the moon begins to rise and shines down on your space, on this place, with bright, full clarity. Feel the moon growing and expanding in your environment, in your consciousness. And as you sit in this beautiful, still, expanded state, ask the moon, what do I need to be aware of in myself at this time? And just allow that awareness to flow to you, to enter your consciousness. Whether it is a word, a feeling, a thought, an idea, it doesn't matter. And then ask the spirit of the moon, what do I need to be aware of in my interactions with the world at this time? Again, just allow that information to flow through you. Being aware of it through your senses or your mind or your feelings. Now I'd like you to gently bring your awareness to your heart center, to the center of your chest. And as you exhale, feel your heart center expanding with the most extraordinary, powerful light. A light that flows from the center of who you are. A light that expands through your aura, through your body, and fills your eyes with each look, your words, with each conversation, and your actions with every engagement. A light that has the capacity to touch the world around you, the people around you, even when you don't use your hands. A light that emanates from the center of yourself and is your expression of love into the world. Now, as you gently come back to your bodies, in the room or the place where you are sitting or lying, bring with you that sense of centeredness and expanded heart, the sense of love, your ability to touch the world without hands, to make people smile just by looking at them. And let that fill your energy field and your whole being. And then become aware of the sounds around you, the smells, the temperature. Gently bringing your awareness back into your 5 physical senses, and from there into the world in which you awaken every day. Feel that great sense of love expanding from you even as you come back into your own space. Let it become a feeling of gratitude and wonderment. You can wriggle your fingers and toes if you need to. Take a deep breath. If you would like to stretch your arms above your body or stretch your legs, do so. Open your eyes when you feel comfortable and just choose to be fully present in your body. I would like to thank you for coming to meditate with me again this moon, this last supermoon of 2024. I wish you a beautiful weekend, a beautiful remainder of November, and may you be gentle with yourself as we walk through these very extraordinary times in which we are living. I leave you all with my love, and I thank you for being here. Good night.